So it's press conference day. So there's going to be Jan, Valery, and of course Daniel speaking to the media. Hello and welcome to this video. You could like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know that like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live. So Sheffield Wednesday, Jan, Valery have been speaking to the media and about how he was really happy to come to Sheffield Wednesday. And as soon as he found out that there was interest from Sheffield Wednesday and more importantly, Danny Röhl, it was the only club he really wanted to come to after working with Danny. He said that you could see when Danny was at Southampton what he would do. And he said it's very similar to what he does now at Wednesday, but the difference is he's a manager and he got to manage the whole team instead of just a couple of people. And the thing is, what I got is that I like that because you've got a player who wants to be here, play for this manager, knows him already, so he knows what he's like. And it's one of those things where you look at it and you go, that's the kind of player you want. And he did really well on his debut versus Plymouth at the weekend. And you kind of hope that he's in the squad for the weekend as well. And here's the other thing. They asked him about the atmosphere at Sheffield Wednesday, especially the home game, the hi-ho silver lining. And we've already had Jamal Logo. Wow, I didn't realize they did it that many times. And he said, I put it first, I would say clearly that Southampton fans, they were top, but I had never experienced what I experienced with Sheffield Wednesday fans, with Angles fans. They were not really fans that were loud in the stadium, so definitely doesn't compare to Southampton. Were great, they were passionate, and that they were really loud fans. But what happened in Sheffield, I haven't experienced that with my own club. Away game with other clubs maybe, but at home ground, never. It's crazy. I didn't expect that. I expected it to be loud. It was like just one unit all together. It runs through your body. It's crazy. You have to experience it to understand it. It makes you ready to go on the pitch and give more energy. It's such a good feeling. This is the reason why the likes of Gary Megson used to play hi-ho Sheffield when he was signing players and have them sit at the back of the cop and going, imagine feeling that as you get on the pitch, lads. And I think that's one of the reasons he did it. He spoke about the Wednesday thing. We have a good group of lads here and it's been easy to settle in with so many new players. It feels like we've been together a long time. I think you can see that on the pitch. We have a good group. We'll work hard and it's been easy to settle for my family too. We are now in a house. It's good. We like the city. It's really nice city. It's very aspect. It's been really good move for me. And the thing is, this is what you like. And you like to see a player settle in straight away because some don't. Some really don't settle that great. And I believe it says here that Valery knows the Sunderland manager coming up against his side last season. He reckons it'll be a very strong crowd. He turned around and said, I'm excited for what you play football for. It will be good game, tough game with a good atmosphere. That's everything that you want to experience as a football player. And it's a really good interview with Jan Valery. He speaks well. He speaks a lot of good sense. And the thing is, I like players that are able to express themselves in an easy way, which is good. But I thought that was a really good one by Jan Valery, and we'll just wait to see what Danny got to say. Hopefully, no surprise signing through the door today. So let's talk about Danny, part of the press conference then. He said there's no injuries. They're just waiting on players to come back like Nathaniel and Akin. Akin's been on the grass. He said he's very happy with how he started and having two different challenges as well with the two teams. And I said this was a good thing to have two different challenges. Plymouth was very much attacking sense. And then with Hull, they really gave up pressure. It's good. He said we've got good depth in the squad, got players that are starting in 11, but you want to rotate games so you don't get many injuries. He spoke about how sometimes last season they play Tuesday, Saturday, and then they pick up injury because they had to play them. But he said they're looking very sharp. They're looking like they're ready to go. Two different teams has not been easy, but he'll get it sorted for Sunday. He said the players are ready. They're ready for Sunday. They've got one more training session before they travel, and it'll be good. He spoke about how the crowd crowd is going to be good. Their first home game of the season for Sunderland, so it'll be very packed, but he knows we'll be taking a lot of well. He said he won't change our style of play, even if we're away or something. He wants to keep that aggressive nature and how we get on. He spoke about how Wilkes going to Rotherham is good for the player. He said he came back from the summer fit. He came into pre-season looking good. He had a really good chat with him and just said it's a good challenge for him to go get minutes. He said he's a good person and we'll see what he can do at Rotherham. And I think it was really good to see that him say that and say, look, at the end of the day, you need minutes. It's nothing personal. You just need to see what happens. He said they might see who go on loan as well, but they'll see what happens. He wants to see what happens in the window as well. Like, nothing close yet. But again, the 2 weeks to go and he'll see how they get on. And this is where he spoke to Alex about how they were trying to get the injuries so they're not got as many like they did last season, control the load, see if they can get the medical staff to be better with preparing the players and see where they're at. I thought it was a really good answer, actually, and protected them really, really well. And it's nice to see Danny learning. He was like going, I'm learning from when I was just in, how I need to manage players. So you got to remember, it's a new thing for Danny to do because he's not really done this. Hamer is back on the pitch. He's training. But it's interesting to see what happened with Charles now because they're just going to wait and see what happened with Ben first. But the thing is, if Charles does go out on loan, it got to be the right move for him and the club. And it's got to be the right club for Charles to go and do it. He said Olaf looked good and he did well versus Hull and he is an exciting player. He asked how do you find these players in Poland? He said we look at all the data, we look at squad list, we look at who've been offered to us by agents and see who may want to be sent here. We're in a good position at the minute and a good place, and it's people seeing what happens. He said, do we need more players? We will look at what happens. You need to see what happens. It's about getting the opportunity if we take it. And then some players might leave and then players come in. But the 2 weeks left, and it'll be the right decision for us. He said the players that we've been linked with, he said there's no point talking about them because when we have spoken about in the past, you don't want other players to get wind of certain players who we might be after, and then they suddenly will be able to go get them from underneath us, and that's not what you want to do. And I think that's smart. I think we did that last season in January. I think in January we spoke about Connor coming in, cover Coventry, and then it got sniped right at the end. And I think that's something he's learned. And ironically, I love how Alex Miller goes straight on to the Sunderland question going, so are we ready for Sunderland after they've been after a lot of our players and did that already? How Sunderland play, they're a good team, they're a young team. They said they're good at going forward. We will try and press them, and you know what they can do and get the players in the right areas so we can get the win. Now, he spoke to this journalist after you take anything from the Euros in terms of tactics and stuff, and he said, I'm always looking at different ideas and stuff like that. I've got a worldwide philosophy. I will get the analyst to look at lots of things and see what happens and go from there. And he just said, we got a very strong squad. We'll see what happens, and hopefully we'll get more in. But at the same time, it's only been 2 games. I learned a lot from some of the games. And he's also said that he's spoken to players about where they need to improve and stuff. So those 2 games, even the Plymouth game, he found things in that Plymouth game where we need to improve. And that's good. It means that if we're always improving, we're always learning. It means that we're going to be in a better position going forward. So I like that a lot. But it was a really good press conference by Danny. Looked like he's well ready for the game versus Sunderland. And we'll see what happens on Sunday. So it'll be good.